Good morning, everybody. My name is Mr. Louis, and I'm going to be your teacher today. Today, I am here in Santacruz Foundation, which is a zoo in this beautiful, beautiful area of San Antonio del Tequendama here in beautiful Colombia. The idea is to show you some of the animals that this foundation has. I want to show you the surroundings. It's a beautiful, beautiful area, as you can see, with mountains and clouds. It's very cold here and windy. We are in the middle of the top of a mountain, okay? And there in the back, there's the entrance of the zoo. I also brought this dream catcher in order to get some fog, okay, which is another project. Okay, guys, don't forget to use your mask to protect yourself and follow me to this adventure, okay? We're gonna start right away. This is our first animal, the toucan. The toucan is a beautiful, small bird, usually with a long, long beak. And in this case, this particular individual, sorry for that, it's colored yellow. The beak is colored yellow. I'm gonna try to go closer. Okay, we are closer now. Favorite food of this animal is fruits, and I have to be careful because he is a little nervous because we are very close, as you can see. We are very close to him. Okay, we're going to continue with the Orinoco goose, which is a little bird that lives in the jungle, mainly in the jungle. And as you can see, now you can see better, it has brown and black feathers. And we usually see it in far, far countries, sometimes living in the middle of the cities. That's why sometimes it's called highland duck. Okay, that's another name. Okay, we're going to continue with the screamer, the northern screamer, which is a kind of a giant hen or chicken, if you wish, which, I hope you can see it closer in a moment. He's coming. He has a very long neck, very fluffy, very soft. It's very long neck, and its legs are very, very strong and tall. They're colored pink, and they are so big, so they can hold their body, which is, as you can see, is very, very big. Sometimes they fly. They're not really flyers, but sometimes they fly short distances, and it's called internationally as chona chavaria or chavaria. Okay. And we call it screamer because they make a lot of noise. Okay, sorry about that. We are moving into the new animal, which is the baboon. Baboon are primates, okay, which has some relation with the monkeys, but they're primates, okay. And this animal has the characteristic that it has his question marks. It has his own chair or his own seat because his butt he has a special skin, so he can he can sit down and relax, as you can see now. He's very, very aggressive, so you have to be very careful. We have this baboon with a female. Sadly, she passed away, and now he lives alone. Okay, let's move on into the next animal, which is the black swan, which was the inspiration of the famous Natalie Portman movie, and the famous metaphor about the black swan and the white swan, sorry. And here we have this beautiful, beautiful animal that you can see how he's washing himself. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. I have a little technical problem here. Yes, you can see how he's washing himself, cleaning himself, and that's the way they actually took a shower, you know? Okay, let's move into the next animal. Okay, this is a very fascinating animal, which is called the tamarin. And the tamarin it's a very, very Colombian animal, and it's one of the animals that is that we have it's like an endangered species, because we're having very few of those, okay, for many, many reasons, okay, especially the main predator is the man. The tamarins are very tiny, squirrel size animal. Is a monkey, but they are very small and they're very nervous animal. It's very difficult to see them in their habitat. Now here in the zoo, we have them in a glass cage, so we can regulate their temperature, because they prefer to live in a warmer area. Okay, here in Tequendama, it's not too warm, not too cold. Now we can see one closer. Now look at him. They're very beautiful, as you can see. Sometimes we call it cotton head, and also red skin tamarin, cotton head tamarin. And this one is red skin, you see, look. Okay, now we go to the spectacled caiman, or as I say in Spanish, caiman. Spectacled caiman is a very, very beautiful reptile, okay, and actually is a kind of crocodile. It's a kind of crocodile, and lives in a very, very warm area close to the rivers. Here in the zoo, we have created this habitat for them, and well, sometimes like today we have a kind of sunny day, so it's good for them. They are very, very quiet. They could be quiet for hours, as you can see. That it looks like they are not real; they're fake, but they're real, and they're very, very dangerous, because they can eat big mammals, fish, crabs. So they could eat a cow, So they are very, very dangerous. So you have to be very, very careful with a caiman or a crocodile. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you see how quiet they are. It's amazing. They look like statues, Okay. There you go. This is a whole family. They're very beautiful. Okay, let's move on into the next animal. This is our buzzard eagle. It's a kind of eagle, okay. And but this particular one, which is called buzzard, look how beautiful she is. Buzzard eagle belongs to South America, and is very popular in countries like Chile or here in Colombia. And they're animals that they can see their prey from very, very far. They have an excellent sight, so they can go and catch a prey even if they are very far in the sky flying, they can see and they can calculate the catching of a prey. Okay, and usually they eat the prey alive. For example, a rat, you know, or a big insect or stuff like that. Okay, excellent sight, and they make this noise that I hope you are listening, which is very characteristic among eagles. Okay, good. Now, something else that you should know about these animals is that here in the zoo we provide little mice, mouse, for them to eat. Okay, this is the condor, which some people consider is the king of the birds, but also it's a buzzard. You know what is a buzzard animal? It's an animal. Now you can see it's an animal who eats from rotten meat, meaning that the condor is gonna eat rotten animals who had passed away from the last 3, 4, 5 days, and they started to eat. So the condor is one of those animals. He lives in the top of the mountains, like probably 4,000 meters height, in the mountains, and they're very popular in countries like Peru, Ecuador, and Colombia, where still they exist. This one came from the zoo of Chicago. Many years ago, it was a couple, but sadly, the female passed away, and this one survived. This individual is very beautiful. Okay, sorry, we are going to continue with the next animal, a beautiful flamingo, which it's a bird, a very nervous bird who lives next to the coast. You can see them in Florida, for example, next to the beaches. And here in the zoo, we have this group. They love to live in herds. That means to live among some quantity of individuals. It's very difficult to see single flamingos going away. Here you can see on the top that nylon lines. We set up those so we can protect them from buzzards, from vultures, that I think in Spanish you call it gallinazo. I'm not sure. So these buzzards, sometimes they attack them or they go and eat their food. So that's why we cover the nylon on the top, as you can see. On the right, you can see a kind of mirror. It's the same idea. We have mirrors all over the cage, so they can see other flamingos more than the ones that they see, and that distresses, if you wish, the fact that they are not only these ones, but more flamingos in the cage. Okay, let's move on into the insectarium, which is this beautiful facility that the zoo inaugurated like a couple of years ago. This one, and also the butterfly house, which is over there, you see. And here inside, you have some samples of some displays of insects from this area. Here in Tequendama, it's a beautiful extended area of insects, frogs, snakes, and also spiders. You can find these insects when I walk. I have the chance to walk around this area myself, and you can find in the roads insects and spiders, tarantulas, and others. Now we are here in the butterfly house, that in English we call it the Lepidopterarium. I'm going to repeat that word. Lepidopterarium. The Lepidopterarium is a good word for a spelling bee contest. This area, this place, the Lepidopterarium, it's basically a butterfly house. And here in Santacruz Zoo, they have created this beautiful house that gives the chance to not only to have a habitat for the butterflies, but also a conservatory area, a laboratory where they can raise, they can create, if you wish, butterflies. Here we have the famous monarch or monarcha butterfly, the one that travels from the north of America, of Canada, and travels all over United States to Mexico, where they die. It is from that famous documentary about the monarcha butterfly. And also we have other types of butterfly. This is the area I'm gonna try to. My cameraman is gonna try to film one very close. There you go. This is the eye butterfly. Very beautiful. Okay, let's continue with the macaw. The macaw, it's a long tail, usually colorful parrot. It's a parrot, okay? But bigger than the usual parrot. The green parrot that we know is bigger than that. And the beautiful thing with these animals is that the colors. We have to be honest. This is the colorful we have. Look, all the colors that they have. Some are blue, some are yellow, some are green. But this one that we have in front of this couple, they're colorful, and they love the banana. They love the papaya also. And here, when she, for example, this one is a little stressed out because our presence. But you see, the habitat is very large here, so it's very beautiful. But in normal situation, they would live in cliffs, which is like a broken mountain, and they live in those areas where with their strong beak they could start digging on the rock, on the soil, and start creating. You see that fake habitat over there, that fake house over there. That's what they do in their habitat. But here in the zoo, they have created these fake places so they can be there. Okay, let's continue with the next one, which is the otter. The otter, they are carnivorous mammals. Okay, they are mammals, but they live in the water most of the time. Okay, here, yes, thank you very much. They're throwing some food to this otter. So this otter eats a lot of fish, like shrimps and stuff like that, seafood, and they love to live in the water. They're flexible. You see how flexible is their body, so they can move around, and with their tail, they can find a direction, while they're swimming, so they can move to the right, to the left. They're very dangerous in a way that if they bite you, they won't release you. If they bite your finger, they're gonna get your finger. They won't release. You see, because their teeth are very, very strong. You see, they're kind of nervous sometimes, but this one in particular is kind of friendly because look how beautiful he is. Because he lives in the zoo for many years. See how the fingers are connected. with the skin. You see that? So in that way they could swim, but also they can swim and they can walk. Okay, let's go on with the next one, which is the Phasmatoria. I'm going to repeat that. Phasmatoria, or colloquially known as bug stick. This is equal to a stick, but it's a bug. You know, some people say they are dangerous, some people no, because you can, sometimes it could be in your house and you don't see it because it's like a stick. Okay, so we have millions of those here in the area of Tequendama. Okay, let's go on to continue with the next animal. Let me see this next animal that we have now. It's a beautiful, beautiful insect. Okay, that belongs to a huge family of animals, because sometimes they are green. Now we see in these are brown, which are more difficult to see, but sometimes they're green, and sometimes they could be. We could see them in other colors. Okay, and they're quiet. You see how quiet they are, so you don't realize that they are there. So that's why sometimes we get scared when we see them. Okay, we move into our star here in the zoo. We have two birds here in the zoo. We have this one, which is the black-eyed bird, or also known as Andean bird. I say in Spanish Andes bird. And also we have the grizzle. But this one that we are seeing now, he's having a large lunch today. This one in particular, sorry about that. We move into the hippo, but I just want to say that the bird is an animal that it belongs to Colombia. And that particular individual, the one that you saw before, he has been in the zoo for many, many years. Okay, sorry about that. Now we're moving into the hippo, which is another star, and this hippo is a result of the imported animals that went to. Jesus Christ! I'm sorry, I forgot the name of that zoo that exists close to Medellin. Okay, and from there, around Medellin, like an hour from Medellin, we brought, or the zoo brought, this beautiful individual, which is actually, this one is a baby hippo. It's not even a big one, and this one is a river hippopotamus, or hippo, that could grow more than you're seeing here in the video. Okay, so he's very playful, as you can see it, and it's very sad because just came like 6 months ago, so very few people had the opportunity to see it this close than in that other place. I promise in class I'm going to tell you what is the other name, or you're going to help me with that. But here in Santa Cruz, few people had the opportunity to see it as they're informing me. Okay, and they create this swimming pool that is you're gonna see it in a moment. That is kind of a swimming pool, you see, and he can go around, he can go out, but also get in. The hippo is an animal that prefers to live in the water most of the time. And because his skin is so greasy and so thick at the same time, he could maintain a warm temperature himself, you know. So in that way, it doesn't matter if the water is cold. He really enjoys. And you can see how thick he doesn't need hair. He's hairless, but the skin is so thick that he can resist harsh temperature. Okay, we have the hippo. We can find it mostly in Africa, And according to, say, I remember Napoles, that's the name, Napoles Farm, Napoles place, that's the name of the place, where they were brought from Africa, according to what they say, and now they're distributing some of these animals around the zoos, the zoos. Here in this zoo in Santa Cruz, we have this one. They're also in Santa Fe, which is the zoo in Medellin. Now I'm showing you. Look the swimming pool where he is. And it's a very large area. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Okay, we're heading out now, and I'm gonna show you some little shots about the zoo. The zoo. When you come to the zoo, hopefully we pass this situation. You're gonna have a 2 hours tour through the trail. The trail goes around the zoo and showing you all the animals. Here we're looking a jaguar over there. You see the jaguar. Excuse me, that's a jaguar? Yes. Yes, that's a jaguar. Yes, because of the spots. The jaguar has butterfly-shaped spots on their ochre yellow skin. Sorry. So here we are in the path, which is a beautiful in the trail, which is a beautiful rock constructed trail. Okay, here we have these famous cappuccino monkeys. Okay, and this activity they're doing is to look for food. Okay, so we are again in the trail. As you can see, it's a beautiful area. It's full of flowers, orchids, trees, lakes, and the temperature is really nice. It's super warm, comparing to Bogota. Well, now we have to end this beautiful video. We have this mix of some of the animals that we saw. The bird taking a shower. The goose, the flamingos that we saw. What else we have? They're eating. The otter. It's a beautiful animal too. What else we have? Oh, okay, the tamarind. How do you say tamarind in Spanish? Titi, thank you. The baboon, which is a very beautiful animal, but it's very dangerous. You can find this animal in Kenya, and also they call it the king of the monkeys. It's very close to the gorilla or the chimpanzee. What else we have in this last mix? Okay, that's all. Thank you very much. See you in class. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, bye.